Hello, church family. Today I'd like to show you one of my favorite spots. This reminds me of being in the wilderness in Wyoming a little bit. I know it's not an actual wilderness, but it provides a nice visual and a good backdrop. Now make sure you watch to the end of the video. I have a special guest who will be joining us. I like this. It's quiet and peaceful here. You can sit and listen, pray and meditate. The breeze, the beauty, it makes you want to climb to some high point and look over and see all that's around you. Consider some of the favorite people in the Bible who spent so much time in the wilderness. Moses, David, Elijah, Jesus, and John. The wilderness described in the Bible was a lot different than this, though. It was a desert, a wasteland, filled with rocky hillsides and caves and mountains. It was filled with dangers, wild animals, and unsure footing, where food and drinkable water were scarce. It was a place of loneliness, a place of trial. It was a place where survival was paramount, a place where every decision was a matter of life and death. I mean, this was real man versus wild, Bear Grylls kind of stuff. Oh, we might like being outdoors and taking a walk in the woods or even going camping, but most of us don't take on the wild like that. A 3-day weekend is not 40 days or even 40 years. So let me ask, what was the purpose of the wilderness? Well, for the Israelites, Moses reminds them of their time in the wilderness as they were about to enter the Holy Land. In his farewell address, he says in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2, he says, "Remember how the Lord your God led you out of the wilderness these 40 years to humble and test you in order to know what was in your heart and whether or not you would keep his commands." For Israel, the wilderness was a test. Think about the Israelites for a moment. Exodus chapter 5 tells us they were supposed to go into the wilderness to have a festival with God. They were going to separate from the rest of the world to go be with God, to worship him and offer sacrifices to him. It was supposed to be an awesome 3 days. Their 3 days from their own doing turned into 40 years. We can endure almost anything for 3 days. We can fake it for 3 days. I can go 3 days and not have to rely upon anyone. But the wilderness, I can't fake it there. You see, the wilderness reveals character. It reveals strengths and faults. It reveals wisdom and folly. For Israel, were they going to be grateful or complain? Were they going to be patient or be demanding? Were they going to rejoice daily in how God provided? Or were they going to seek to bring glory to themselves? This pandemic is a wilderness of sorts. It feels like a test. I hope your character is revealing a faithful, loving, kind child of God. It's been 37 days since we've been able to physically be together as a church family, to shake hands, to share smiles, to physically worship together. But take heart. May your spirit be uplifted, and don't forget what makes this wilderness so special. Even for Israel, God was there, leading them, providing for them, bringing them peace, bringing them healing, ensuring their sandals never wore out. And make no mistake, as God was there for Israel, he is here for us. For our special guest, my son. He loves to swing and he loves to spin in this hammock. And he loves to swing really, really, really high. And the reason he loves to swing and the reason he loves to spin is because he's not scared. He's not scared at all. And that's why he loves it. And the reason he's not scared at all is because he trusts his Father. Hey! And let me say that again. The reason he's not scared is he trusts his Father. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight.